Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about the binomial coefficients, how to find them using technology, and the links to Pascal's triangle. So in the previous video we talked about Pascal's triangle, where you started with, you have ones on the edges, and then you get the row below by adding the numbers directly above to the right and to the left. So row 1 would be 1, row 2 would be 1, 1, row 3 would be 1, 2, 1, row 4 would be 1, 3, 3, 1, and so on. Well, the theory says that the binomial coefficients in row n plus 1 of Pascal's triangle are represented by Cn0, Cn1, Cn2, Cn n minus 1, Cn n. Now what does this funny notation mean? Well, CNR means n factorial divided by r factorial times n minus r factorial. Now this funny thing, factorial, means you start from 1 and you multiply all the numbers up to and including n. So n factorial would be 1 times 2 times 3 times n. So for example, 4 factorial would be 1 times 2 times 3 times 4. So as an example, we can ask ourselves, what are the values of the 7th row of Pascal's triangle? And that we can actually quite easily do by hand, because I've done up to row 6. Getting row 7, I just start with a 1, then I add 1 plus 5 to get 6, 5 plus 10 to get 15, 10 plus 10 gives me 20, 10 plus 5 gives me 15, 5 plus 1 gives me 6, and then I end with a 1. Now according to this new representation, to get those values I would do C60, because the n here is the n plus 1, so I have to subtract 1 from the row number. So here the row number is 6, so my n would be 6, not 7, rather confusingly. There'd be C60, C61, C62, C63, C64, C65, C66. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 terms. Great. Now you could plug the values of n and r into the formula, but you're not required to do that in applications. You're required to find out these values using technology. And I'm using the Nspire. So the way you do that, the way you find the binomial coefficients using the Nspire, is menu, probability, and then combinations. The C in fact stands for combinations, or choose. And then you write the n in the first number in the brackets, and then a comma, and then the r. So 6 choose 0 is a 1, which agrees with our value over here. If I just go back 2 steps, copy that and paste, 6 choose 1 is 6, which agrees with this value over here. Copy paste. 6 choose 2 is 15, which agrees with this value over here, and so on. 6 choose 3, 20, 6 choose 4, 15, 6 choose 5, 6, and 6 choose 6, 1. 15, 20, 15, 6, 1, which agrees with when we did it by hand, just doing it manually.